What's up, y'all? Hope you're doing good. So I want to tell you really quick about how I came up with my life in a nutshell. It's a story about my life. It's should be a fairly simple story for me to tell all of you, but story time. So it's February 2019. I'm sitting outside of a preschool that I worked for. It was closing down because the company that the school was a part of thought it would have been too expensive to clean out the black mold, knock the walls down, clean out the mold, and patch it back up. They thought it would be too expensive, so they cut their losses, and that was that. So as I'm sitting outside with a couple other teachers, a close friend of mine who is also a teacher and an administrator of that school, waiting for parents to come so we can go inside and get their kids things of anything they left behind and answer any questions they might have. At that time, the company would only tell us so much, so there was only so much we could tell the parents. But anyway, had my MacBook and I was working on something else, and as I was working on something else, I had this need to want to write about my father. It had been a little over a month since he had passed away, and the need to just want to write about my father just came to me, but also wanting to write a story about being a preschool teacher, about the trials and tribulations of how I got to becoming a preschool teacher. So I was doing both. I was writing both on one thing. And as I was doing that, more stories about me, about my life, started to reappear, like they were buried so deep that they were finally starting to come out. And then I ended up writing this book about my own personal love story, the ups and downs, and how it ended in a tragic way, I would say, being cheated on, and how that led to me almost killing myself. And then that segueing into my own mental health and thoughts of my own suicide, and the ups and downs of just my own mental health and battling with my own darkness. And then being biracial, and how having those talks with my father and how the world would see me, and then talking about my father and his death, talking about my mother and who she was growing up and what she went through, and talking about family, and talking about love, and talking about my love of pro wrestling, and talking about my love of music, and talking about everything within my life and the people within my life, talking about all of it, the ups, the downs, the in-betweens, the good times, the bad times, the tragic moments, all of it. And out came this book about my life, and I'm proud of it. And it's the most of me I've ever shared with anyone. And I am very proud of it, and it's me. It's who I am, all in that book. So if you'd like to check it out, link is in the bio. Go ahead and check it out if you like. There's many other books you'll see in my Linktree link as well, but my life in a nutshell, it's a story about my life, the ups, the downs, the in-betweens, everything that is me. And go ahead and check it out. I'm Anthony K. Thomas. It's been a somewhat quick story time for all of you. Hope you're having a good day. May the 4th be with all of you, and I'll see you all in that next one. Peace, y'all.